Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm
Lola.
and we're watching Mr. Robot.
This is episode 9. So little left. We have so fucking little left.
We found out there is apparently 13 episodes.
Yes. And I remember thinking that this season potentially had 13 because the past one had 10. But one had 12. And I remember that something had 13 in my mind, but I thought I had it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I just forgot about it. But okay, one more.
Honestly,
good for us.
Last episode I said we have 3 more episodes. So apparently I don't know.
We don't.
Yeah, we have 5 more, but today we're gonna probably watch 2, so we're gonna have 3 more after that, you know?
Yeah, so we're gonna finish this technically in 3 days. Just not continuous days.
Yeah.
Just we're gonna watch these 2, then 1, then 2 again.
Yeah. But we're gonna dedicate ourselves to both of those episodes.
What does that mean?
Well, someone thought that because we're gonna film 2 episodes, they're gonna be shorter.
Oh.
That we're not gonna have a review or something on the first one or something like that. Because I think it ends on a cliffhanger.
Oh.
So we're just gonna skip to the second one.
Honestly, I can't promise that. If it ends on a 3-back cliffhanger, I'm making it fast. And the review is gonna be short.
The review is not gonna be, it's gonna be non-existent.
Yeah.
But when we don't make it, that's the truth. When we don't make a review on one episode, we forgot about that episode. And then we talk only about the second one.
We're gonna make a review, it just might be shorter than our usual reviews because... our usual Mr. Robot reviews, because that goes for sometimes goes for an hour. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But for half an hour, sure.
Yeah.
Above that, I think we can just watch the next one.
Yeah.
If we can't say everything that we think in half an hour, because a lot of our review is also
speculating, but here we have nothing to speculate on. Yeah. So, scratch everything I said. We're not gonna make a long review, apparently.
Well, we are gonna make a review, I promise. It's not gonna be non-existent.
I mean, I don't know if it's under a cliffhanger. I just know that they were made together and that basically they aired on the same day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I knew that.
Technically should be watched together. I mean, of course they don't have to, but I think we will watch them together.
Yeah, we will. Anyways.
Last episode was great, as every single one of them. We had 2 storylines that we're probably gonna continue in this one. We had a storyline with Dom and Darlene, where Darlene found out that Dom does actually have a crush on her. That's the most important part for me to mention.
What a way to find out. Confession
what
date.
What an awkward way to find out.
At the FBI. Okay, interesting.
And then my girl Dawn with a knife in her chest managed to kill 3 people or 2 people or something like that.
3 people.
One of them, Janice, with a bullet in her forehead, you know?
Yes.
I'm very happy about that. So, and Darlene now went to find Elliot. And Elliot, I'm gonna make it this fast, we're just gonna go through it, you know? I'm editing this because I did it fast.
I have noticed a pattern. When I edit episodes, somehow it's just you keep talking. And when Milena has to edit them,
just shut up. It's me. I'm gonna talk. I'm the star of this intro.
Well, I can't even be mad, because it's usually me that talks a lot, so I should not make it harder for you. Yeah. Go ahead.
And our boy is again dealing with the things that he found out.
Yeah.
Anyway, he knows how. We had those nice scenes with Krista, and after that we had that nice conversation he had with Mr. Robot, where he told him that he's not the father that he had, but that he wished he had, and Mr. Robot is there to protect him. I loved all those scenes, but our boy is breaking down. He doesn't know how to continue doing all of this. You know, how to... What he has to...
Well, you need to transfer the money.
Yeah, he needs to transfer the money. So he basically said, I don't know how to do that right now. But he has to, you know? Yeah. He has to, because he knows that this is their only shot.
Yeah, all of him is gonna just band together.
Yeah.
And do this for each other. And I think it's gonna be beautiful, and I think it's gonna be cathartic. And I think it's gonna be a moment.
Yeah.
And I'm so incredibly proud of him for like the way that he is dealing with this, like that he himself told himself that he was fighting back in the only way that he knew how. I thought that was like really beautiful. And so now Darlene is gonna come. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna tell her. I don't know if they're gonna speak about it.
I don't think so right now.
I don't know, because like maybe for him to be able to like, do this and continue, maybe he needs to like, because Darlene has been a trigger in his life, like he always said that he was like avoiding Darlene because he didn't want Mr. Robot to come out, because like Darlene reminds him of home life and childhood and everything. And so like I think it would be hard for him to like work with her now and like completely ignore everything that he found out. I think maybe it would be better for him if he like told her, like maybe I mean I don't know what would be better for him, like whatever he does, great, but like maybe it would be better for him to be able to do things and everything if he like tells her about it, because like Darlene is a very big link to his childhood, so I don't know, maybe we have this in this episode, and that's gonna be a bit tough.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen in this episode. I don't know why. Like in my mind, I thought they were gonna talk about it. Meaning, like I thought that it's because, like I said, I expect them to get a happy ending.
Yeah.
Meaning hopeful ending. They're both at the end gonna be maybe okay. The best they could possibly be. Let's say in the future, that both of them are gonna want to deal with the things that happened to them.
Yeah.
But like I for some reason expected that to be let's say for the last episode, but like it could be,
I mean, maybe
could be now,
because like at this point when you're so far, you have only so many episodes to go. Like I don't know what's gonna be happening in which one. Like I know what still needs to be happening. Like we need to, I think, have that talk with Darlene and Elliot. We also
I agree. I completely agree that they're gonna have some talk,
And we also again need to like fully understand the like third part of Elliot that we, let's say, don't really know about. We have to in any way take them down, however that happens, and like even if it's not fully, and I don't think it's ever gonna be fully, White Rose needs to, I think, tell Elliot her plan, and Elliot needs to refuse her basically, and I think also she has to die.
All of that is gonna happen over these 5 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, those are the things that I think need to happen now. Like in what way they're gonna happen, I don't know, because like the Dark Army is searching for like Elliot right now, and the Deus group meeting is taking place like now basically. I don't know, like it's already nighttime, like it's supposed to be taking place now. So I'm like, I don't know what is gonna be happening, but all those things need to happen in these 5
I think
episodes.
we're gonna have in this episode, I think we're gonna have at least the beginning of the Deus group meeting or something. That definitely. I think we're gonna have to have Elliot doing what he needs to do, and Darlene finding him, let's say. So yeah, I think it's something like that. I think something like that needs to happen in this episode.
And we're gonna just see Dom getting picked up by the FBI and like going to a hospital. Yeah, and like resting until the very fucking end, where Darlene comes to the hospital to like visit her. She did her fucking part. Let her rest. She also, but the thing is, like, is she gonna speak? Like, is she gonna say something? Like, is she gonna? I don't know if we are going to. I don't think she will. I don't think she can still, because like they could still kill her family at some point. Like, is she gonna say, well, these people are blackmailing me, it's White Rose, it's the Dark Army, it's this?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know how safe she thinks that like
well, they should go
her
into
family
protection,
is.
I think.
Yeah, that's the part. I don't know how safe her family is right now, but if they are safe, then I definitely do believe that she would. There are 3 people dead. right
Yeah.
now. So I think she would tell the truth.
I think she will, because technically, like, her family is taken by
Exactly,
the
exactly.
Irish
So
lucky
I
bastards.
think that was her plan
Well, she's
from the
gonna
beginning.
speak, but like she doesn't know who White Rose is, right? So like,
Yeah, she doesn't.
so yeah, she
Yeah.
could tell everything without, like, let's say White Rose.
She
being...
could say everything about Dark Army
Yeah.
that she knows of.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I don't think, I think she may be lying in bed right now, but I don't think she's gonna lie in bed until the end of the show. Like, I think she's gonna get up.
Well,
As
what do you
soon
mean
as
get
she
up?
get-
Because like it's gonna be the entire day, the same day.
Yeah.
Like she has a wound
yeah.
in her flesh. Like
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
and
if
I
it's
think
gonna
we're
be...
gonna be. I mean, maybe only.
not
I
sure if
think
you're
maybe
gonna-
the last episode, and not even the full last episode, is gonna be like the next day, or maybe like, I don't know, 6 months later or something like that. Because like, I don't know, maybe not.
I'm not
Look,
sure, honestly. Yeah,
let's watch.
let's watch.
Why? I mean, I did this intentionally to make it longer
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
I'm shocked, honestly. I said everything that it needed to be said 5 minutes ago.
I sabotage us.
I'm a mercenary. I don't play fair.
Let's go, Philip. Let's fucking go.
Angela, whatever White Rose told you is a lie.
Oh.
I've seen it.
Are we ever gonna see what she saw?
Look at me.
I'm not sure if you're gonna see what she saw, but like if White Rose is gonna say that same, maybe today Ellie's gonna talk to White Rose. I mean,
We're
right now.
not ready yet, so we need to wait. Hi,
Where are
boy.
you?
That's some type of metaphor. Maybe before Darlene finds him, he speaks to White Rose.
Maybe.
But like, he can't not agree with her, because like then she could kill him. I mean, technically she. Wow, I thought he was still walking. Wait. What does this mean now? I'm gonna call this our like mind palace.
How is he?
It's not going to happen today.
You know where he is. We need to bring him here.
It's not that simple.
Interesting.
Maybe we should just tell him now
Done what?
The third one, something.
about everything.
Again, I don't know. Like the third one is
And
the
all
like
will be okay,
they call it main one.
right?
He's not ready.
But like, why is your mother here?
I never thought he'd take things this far. There's nothing I can do now.
Just talk to him.
We have to finish his mission. Once the hack is done, maybe then I can get through to him.
Which him
I'm
though?
gonna show him what he did.
What does that mean?
I give up.
Like I think one thing, then I think the other thing. Then
Can't go on like this.
all of those sentences
can
don't
only
make
tell you,
the
like,
same
that-
thing to me.
I imagine like
I
that,
agree
that
that.
Elliot is like actual as like a sleep.
That's not true.
What?
Darlene. She said they talked.
Yeah, the third
Woke
one.
up for her.
Okay.
Which means she might be the one who could help us.
So like it is like the Elliot,
Maybe.
which would like mean that our Elliot is an alter. See the fourth chair.
Imagine if we didn't even meet
Like the
the
fourth
Elliot.
chair is like maybe our Elliot, and then like this whole building is the actual Elliot. Because like didn't in episode 104, didn't Angela tell him you're not Elliot, and she was looking at our Elliot. She wasn't looking at Mr. Robot.
I know. You weren't expecting me.
I was not.
Got line of sight on the MC catcher to the front door. Deus members should be arriving soon. Where the fuck have you been?
Got held up.
Don't ask me
What
where I
kind
have
of
been.
answer is that? You had me worried. I told you the Dark Army is looking for you.
The day didn't go exactly as planned.
Really? Is that so? Things went a little sideways for you, huh? You want to hear about the fucking sky pass?
This isn't a pissing contest, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's not him.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Where is he?
You don't want him here right now.
Why the fuck not?
You just can't. Not now.
What happened to him?
He'll be fine. He just needs some time.
Tell me what's going on or I'm walking.
I can't. He needs to be the one to tell you. When he's ready. What the fuck are you doing here? Do you realize how risky this is? What if someone saw you? She's with me.
There's one last thing I need from you. It's a favor.
Oh my god, what is it?
I hope it's worth it.
Is it about
It
Angela?
is.
Maybe, I think so.
What's this?
I want you to destroy White Rose's machine. Everything you need to know about her project
Oh.
is on here.
Oh.
Why is this important to you?
Because it was important to Angela. It's what she wanted.
With all the things you said it should happen the next few episodes, you didn't mention Price dying.
But right now,
Oh god.
in order to route the Deus group blind, we need to get access to transfer funds from Cyprus.
So he gave him everything.
Back every Deus asshole's phone number. Then Darlene will run a script to automatically grab those 2FA codes and transfer all their money before they have time to stop it.
Okay. Philip, I do really think you're dying very soon, but what a way to go.
So yeah, I'm worried.
What a way to go.
For what though? I'm not sure.
Seems terrifying. I would not be brave enough to walk.
It's coming. And I think he knows.
Angela never told me Price was your father. I miss her.
Me too.
Darlene,
No, I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to say that.
something's not right.
I don't like that.
No one's gone in or out of that building other than Price.
Do you think they're onto us?
Happening somewhere else?
I don't know.
I mean, they really are onto you.
I see I'm the first to arrive.
And the last. Truly, their interactions have been like one of the high points of the show for me.
I thought we'd start with a drink.
If they are onto us, if the Deus group doesn't show, everything we've been working on will be a big fucking fail.
After your abrupt resignation and Mr. Alderson's curious disappearance, it wasn't hard to figure out that you two were working together. Tell me Mr. Alderson's plan, and these gentlemen will take you home and inject you with mitotoxin. You will die in your sleep. The papers will say you passed from heart failure. Or we could go the other way. You're well aware of our methods.
Terrifying.
Well, you canceled the Deus group meeting based on this half-cocked conspiracy theory of yours.
Downtown, near Wall Street. Hey, are you hearing this? Let's move. We gotta go. Do or die time. They're probably already inside, which means we have to find a way in to get line of sight.
In?
Price didn't know about the venue change.
Yeah, I know.
So what?
Yeah.
If they wanted to get rid of him, they don't need a team of dark army soldiers to do it.
Okay, what are you
thinking? Literally.
They're not there to kill Price.
To kill you?
They're there to protect someone.
The meeting is taking place as we speak. I'm sure
Okay.
Mr. Wellick, the new CEO of E-Corp, is impressing everyone with his smile.
I'd expect mutiny when they realize that Terrell Wellick, your guest of honor and the sole purpose for the meeting, will not be in attendance.
I'm gonna stay.
Like, because Right Rose is there.
You have the exploit to
No,
verify
I
phone
know,
numbers
but
ready
like,
to
why
go.
is White Rose watching like this?
No, we can't split up. What if something else goes wrong with the plan?
You know, it just occurred to me. We've never gotten drunk together. Have we?
There, I have to stay.
No, that makes no sense. We only have one MC catcher. We need to do this together.
We don't have a choice.
But if you have only one catcher, how?
Mr. Wellick is nowhere to be found.
What did you do to him?
Well, truthfully, I have no idea what Wellick is. He may be dead.
You lost today. Doesn't mean we can't fight back tomorrow, but right now we have to leave and warn the Deus group before this gets worse.
We are not going anywhere.
And she is probably right.
If you won't listen to reason, then I'm done.
I didn't know you could quit.
Literally, no.
I thought quitting was like a bullet in the forehead.
The thing is,
Honestly, I
don't know
didn't
if-
imagine like a party. I imagined
Me
them all
either.
sitting
Yeah, me too,
at a
me too,
table.
Me too.
Darlene, you need to knock one of them out and like pretend it's you're a server. Okay.
There's no fucking way.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, the music is very. Okay, what is happening?
You can't just go inside. I mean, that would actually be interesting.
Who's
Is
calling?
it Elliot?
I don't see.
God, Philip just does not care.
Hello,
That sure as hell doesn't sound like Price.
Mr. Alderson. It's good to hear your voice. I was hoping we could talk in person.
But you once told me that we'd never see each other again. If I'm hearing your voice on the other end of this call, I'm good.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Proposal. You stop whatever it is you're planning, and I give you information that will prove to be very valuable to you.
We do not believe in bring dead people back to life.
Angela.
Oh my god.
Oh, you fucking...
You bitch.
What about her?
You think Angela's dead?
She is.
She literally is.
She's not.
You sent me a picture of her dead body, you sick fucking fuck.
And you believe what most people believe? Only what is right in front of you?
Yes.
You killed her. Angela's dead.
No, Elliot. Angela's alive.
Oh my god, bitch.
And if you allow me, I can take you to her. Would you like that, Elliot?
No.
I would.
Hold her hand.
God, I would fold so fast. I will fucking fold. It's a no. God, the music is so good.
Elliot, are you good?
Is it Elliot?
No,
Who's
he
robot?
was...
I thought it was gonna change to him.
Yes?
I know there are things in your life you wish were different, just the same as Angela. I can show you a way that you can make it all go away. Just as I did. You can reset everything and live in the world you deserve. Please, Elliot. Let me show you the world that I showed your closest friend.
I saw what you did to her before you killed her. That wasn't Angela. You used her to turn her into someone else.
And don't take my word for it. Ask her yourself. What? Elliot, we don't have to fight like this anymore.
Turn on the TV.
Let go of the anger and the hatred you built up towards me. Understand, I only wish to help. Here's the thing.
Oh my god, what is he saying?
I don't need help right now. You do.
They only managed to do that? What is he saying?
Good evening, people of Earth. We are F Society. We have risen from the ashes to bring you a Christmas miracle. A miracle that will finally reveal our true nemesis. The secret club running the world is the Deus Group, a clandestine collection of the world's richest and most powerful people. Tonight, the whole world will learn about you. Most of you watching have never heard the name Jace. See the evil crimes they are responsible for. Come meet them now, in person, while they wine and dine at Cipriani. I am sure they'd appreciate the visit. Deus Group, you have been owned. F Society in the world will cheer as we watch your black hearts stop beating. This is the beginning of the end. We are F Society.
Did you see the video? What? Jesus Christ, you were supposed to hack her phone, not call her. Hey, Elliot. I'm glad you're back.
I gotta go.
What happened?
There's a cell tower. If I can see traffic on that tower.
No, I mean,
We can't get past her security and into the hotel. We need her phone number.
are you gonna be okay?
This only works if we hit their accounts at the same time. If the other members get the 2 FA codes first, they'll alert White Rose. Just keep them in your line of sight. I'll let you know when I've got it.
Listen to that Mason. Man is an absolute buffoon. Don't leave. Don't go outside. Say it again. Hello? Hello? That's your big move. You think that I can survive being doxxed?
I have no idea. I'm as curious as you.
Oh god. God, this feels good. This feels cathartic. Oh, I want to watch the whole show today. I want to watch it all. I wouldn't be out if I were you.
A short time ago, S Society resurfaced with a new video, and more contents of that video remain largely unconfirmed. And as you can see behind me, onlookers have gathered with hopes of catching a glimpse of 8 days' resemblance.
Oh, let's fucking go, boy. No one fucking let them come near.
I love this. Love seeing this.
Fucking sweat. Oh, while Philip is just sitting prepared for his death.
Drinking.
And it's fine.
All this over a little pipsqueak in a hoodie.
I've got a bunch of numbers. I just can't tell if any of them are hers.
Truth be told, I never liked Mr. Alderson. Anxious demeanor is juvenile anger. It does bring something to the table. Well, for me.
Oh my god. Just
99 out of
just one
100.
more.
Yeah, one more.
Come on.
Mr. Alderson is the only person, I believe, actually able to hurt you.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Why do we have to cut these things so goddamn close?
For the dramatic purposes.
What are you doing?
Peaceful out here. Cold winter air.
He's about to die.
How?
Are you really going to make me force you into the car?
Is he gonna shoot
Did he-
himself?
Did he do something already to
Does he have
himself that
pills?
takes time
I
for?
believe you. You said Angela was still alive. I know what kind of con man you are, how you operate. Even though I saw your men drag her dead body away, I still wanted to believe what you were saying.
Come on.
Maybe he's just prolonged. 100 out of 100.
You spoke to Mr. Alderson. I felt the power of your promise. All I could think was, well, maybe that's what my daughter felt. Then you came to her. The desperation to have all her pain go away, to have her past rewritten. And that's why it works, right? The one thing every person has, regret. You weaponize that, and then you use that weapon against them to destroy them. But here's the thing I realized as of late with Angela. It didn't work. Angela lives on in the lives of the people who love her. And that love fuels their unwavering resolve to turn the tables, to destroy you. Do you just remember, Jan? You did all this to yourself.
It's over.
It is.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it is.
What?
Something wrong over
What is this?
Well, if it's what I think it is, we're all broke.
That's impossible.
Apparently not.
Where is it, Philip? Where is my fucking money?
Gone. I told you long ago, I'm a mercenary. I'd rather see you lose myself. Finally, I found a way. What's most important to you? No. Your project of another world. It's as good as dead.
My boy.
Think of it this way, Jane. You didn't lose the game. You just ran out of time.
What a way to go. Philip, what a fucking way to go.
And like that, Rome falls. No more Deus Group. No more top 1% of the top 1%. No more controlling every piece of our lives.
What the fuck?
We took them down. All of them.
The dress.
In the dress, yeah.
I'm starting to believe I accidentally played the fun
I
finale.
don't know what's happening. What is happening? Like, what is gonna be the next episode? What's gonna be the episode before, after that one? What's gonna...
She said you have been sleeping.
Interesting.
Excuse me, what was this? Excuse me. What was this? What do you mean, just like episode 9? Are you in shock?
We need to think of this.
Are you in shock? Like, it's one of my favorite things I've seen.
What a great episode.
Literally for a second I thought I accidentally played like the season finale or something. This...
I mean, I expected this episode, but I expected it to kind of be to not have all these things in one episode. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it makes sense. But like, I didn't think we're gonna bring White Rose down in this episode. Let's say I thought it's gonna be the second to last episode to bring her down. I mean, I don't know if she's gonna stay alive. All those things, I'm not sure if this is the end for her.
I was so shocked by this episode. Like, it's one of my favorites, favorite episodes of the show by far. I thought it was like half the time I just had full body chills because like it was such a culmination. I can't say the word. Something like that. Of everything that has happened so far, and like this was the pinnacle of it. Like, they have done what they set out to do from the very start. And, like, I cannot believe it was actually, like, that they actually did it.
And they actually did it in this episode.
Yeah, and, like, so, like I'm afraid that there's, like, 4 more. I'm afraid that we have, like, 4 more to go.
I mean, I still think the ending result is gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Like, again, I can't say I'm afraid, but I'm curious what's gonna come. Because I truly expected this to be, let me just say, I think I didn't expect actually our guys to succeed in everything on Deus Group meeting, because like I for some reason didn't expect the Deus Group meeting to last for 4 more episodes. That's why I think I didn't expect White Rose to go down today, because like I thought she's gonna go down in the second to last or the last episode or something like that, and she's gonna die, let's say.
Well, we technically like don't know what happened to her, because like we have seen her like getting prepared, like she is, you know, putting on her makeup and she is wearing the dress that she wanted to give when like the project gets shipped to Congo, but like that didn't happen. So like it seemed to me like that she's preparing for her end, you know, which is
but
basically
like
getting
she give up?
Arrested. I mean, like she has no funds, and like without anything, how is she gonna, like, her whole existence relies on like paying people off, basically, You know, like, what are you gonna do with no money? But the thing is, like, at the end we see like the police and the FBI, I don't fucking know, entering, but like they are like, I guess, how do you call that? Like, there's like a shootout between the FBI and her people. Like we hear guns going back and forth. So like, I don't know how many people they sent, like the FBI. I don't know how many like dark army people she has. Like maybe she doesn't get arrested. Maybe she goes
especially because like
run, but I think she will. I don't know.
Yeah, but like maybe some of those people who are still protecting her are here for the project.
Yeah.
For the goal that she promised them.
Yeah.
The goal that they want to die for, let's say. So maybe they would sacrifice themselves to protect her. I can't say I expected her to ever give up, meaning to wait for like police to come inside and for her to go to jail, you know?
Yeah.
Without any plan. At least that's not something
but, like,
we saw so far.
No, but like
from her.
There is nothing for her to do. Like really, without money, where is she gonna go? Like she cannot get on a private jet and leave the country. She cannot. Like there's nothing. Like without money, she really can't do anything. Like because like if she had money, she could pay so many people off and just like run away and disappear and whatever, and wouldn't be like an issue. But like without money, there is like quite literally nothing for her to do. Like I don't think she can run away. And so like I don't know if she has something else.
I don't know if she has something up. I mean, again, at the end of the day, I think the result is gonna be the same. Like if she got caught in this episode, or if she's gonna get caught in the last one. Like before starting the review, in my mind, she got caught. But like the second that we started talking, I thought like that it was weird how she didn't. She just waited there, you know?
Because like I think for her, it's not important. Let's say for her to, I don't know, be free, get away, not get arrested or whatever. For her, it was the project was important.
Yeah.
And so like now that the project cannot get fulfilled because like she cannot pay off everyone that she needs to pay off for that project to like even be shipped to Congo or do anything with it. Like then for her, that's over. Like there is nothing that she can do. So like I don't think she would maybe even care about it. Like she wouldn't care about potentially getting arrested or whatever because like her whole purpose for living has been taken away from her.
But like would she give up and accept the defeat and be like, yes, I have nothing else to do? You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
but like we could have just seen her like throwing everything in her room because like she has nothing to do. Like so she's like losing her mind. But like there's what could she do? Like literally like I'm trying to think like what could she do? Does she have any people that like her? That would like do this out of their own like free will? That like are people in power? It doesn't seem that way.
No,
you know,
definitely not.
So like I can't like the thing is like now she like let's say has nothing to lose, but I don't think she has any resources to do and like I'm trying to think of something. But like she has no resources and like she really needs money. Like sure she has people that are like let's say loyal to her.
They would die for her.
Yes, but like I don't know if those are just the people that are like immediately next to her that are basically her bodyguards.
Yeah.
And like I don't think she has hackers that are gonna die for her.
I know.
You know, so like what can she possibly do? Unless she is somehow beneficial to China and then like China somehow steps in to negotiate for her release. Otherwise, like I really cannot see a way for her to get out. Maybe unless China starts negotiating with America.
No, I can't. For her to get out of the jail?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Like I think she's gonna
that's
die.
How I always thought her ending would happen. That she would die. I didn't think she would die in jail.
Maybe it's gonna be like that poetic end. Everyone kept dying for her and like she then kills herself. Or something like that. You know, at the very end. I don't know. I don't know where I see it. Where I see it going.
Yeah, because like in my mind she should have died in this episode. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying in this episode, but like I thought that this episode and her ending is gonna happen the last one or second to last, but like she's gonna die then and there.
I mean, I personally would always like people that like are evil to end up in jail rather than that. I think being that is maybe an easy way out. Like, no, fucking go there, suffer for the rest of your life. Like, so many people have suffered for so long because of things that you have done. Like all of them, all of the fucking Deus group in high security prisons. I mean, that's never gonna happen. Like, those types of people don't go to jail.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean,
which is a sad...
all of them don't have money right now.
Well, that's honestly, that's the truth. Because,
so
like, maybe, like,
interesting.
usually, you know, this does not work like this. Like, in reality, those people never go to jail. Like, the most evil people never go to jail. Like, the small criminals, like drug dealers, something like that, drug users, they're gonna go to jail for a long time. No, but these types of people will not. But like now, if they don't have any money,
don't have any resources, how
then
they're
like
gonna protect themselves?
Honestly, and I very highly
and
doubt
I would say that like Dom would search after them.
Yeah.
In my mind, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, they really screw them over.
So
like,
maybe that's
really,
gonna be for the
really
rest of them.
it.
Maybe that's gonna be the rest of the. Maybe we're gonna have them until the end of the show, just like.
I don't know what we're gonna. I don't know what we're gonna.
I mean, I thought I had a clear image of what the last few episodes are gonna be, and now
like,
I'm not so sure.
It could just be, you know, a case of we're gonna see how the world works now, because, like, you know, they ended it with saying there's no 1% of 1%.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no one to act like God, and so like maybe we can now see how the world functions,
and maybe at the end
then,
we'll
like,
find out
that they just get replaced by other evil people.
Other people maybe take advantage in this situation somehow, and
like it could become a never-ending cycle, you know.
That'd be good if you ask me.
Yeah, like would it be sad? Yeah, but like it's to be expected. I mean, they don't have to go down that route. They could go down a route that's more positive. I don't know.
I remember since we started the show that I expected some type of ending like that.
Yeah.
Like, I always expected us to kill White Rose and to end her existence, you know. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I expected somebody else to replace her, basically.
Yeah.
Somebody else to take advantage of that situation and bring themselves up to the top.
Yeah, I think like maybe like so far that is, let's say, the thing I'm most leaning towards how it's gonna end.
Me
like
too.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe especially the next episode we watch, I'm gonna change my mind to something.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
So
but
far,
like at
I
this
think that
point,
seems most realistic.
Especially because we ended them 4 episodes before the end.
Yeah.
Especially before that, because of that, you know.
So we have to see what I think. I think the only like thing that we have to follow, like, I mean, there's a lot of things that are gonna be happening that are gonna be for our characters, like for Elliot. That's gonna be one of the main points of the next 4 episodes. We're gonna have to, like, you know, with Elliot and learning about the, you know, the one. But like we'll get to that. I think that we're gonna have to do a lot of that, and I think we're gonna have to, at some point, he has the drive that contains all of White Rose's plans. So like that has to come into play somehow. And like what we know about White Rose's plans is that again, she thinks that she can bring back the dead, basically, like create some type of alternate reality, something like Philip said.
Another world.
Yeah, something like make another world, whatever. Something that is like complete delusion. Like I really believe when White Rose was telling to Elliot like that we can bring Angela back and that she's not really dead and she's alive. Like she is, you know, she wants to get Elliot on her side, but she also really believes it. Like she really believes in this project of hers because like she is still grieving her partner. Whatever she is creating is not a thing that can actually exist.
I would have wanted to see actually her plan.
I think
what was she going to show him? Because like she is telling him, like, is that just like for him to accept it at that point? Because she's telling him basically, I'm gonna take you to Angela. I'm gonna let her
let her tell you.
Let her tell you, not me.
Yeah.
Like if she truly believes that, that's fine. That one thing is to truly believe that. The other thing is to let Angela tell him.
Yes, but like, you know, I think White Rose thinks that like when
like in 10 years
shipped to Congo and everything, like suddenly I don't know the gist of it, but like let's say fucking plug it in Congo, whatever they have, and suddenly this whole new world is created, this like parallel universe where these people who are dead are now alive, whatever, and then she can show him. Like I think that's what she possibly thinks or something. I don't know. Again, none of that is gonna be
That's the
happening.
thing. I wish I have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I of course not. I of course want Elliot to react the way he did, but like they skipped the part of her showing something to Angela. I would have liked for Elliot to, okay, I'm coming, show me.
The thing is, I think that we are gonna we might be doing that. Like we might be like, let's say Elliot sees the plans of White Rose.
Maybe he's supposed to destroy them.
Yes, and like let's say that there is enough things in that plan that are like based in actual reality and like physics and everything, but like you can't, the final product is still not gonna be like people that are brought from the dead, but like maybe he's gonna enticed with the idea if he like reads the project and like some things might make sense, and like maybe he's gonna want to believe that like potentially something like in his grief or something, like he might like think, oh maybe like we can do that, but like eventually he's gonna just like realize that you know the dead are dead, and like we can't change the past, and we can only accept the things that have happened to us and like move on with that. I don't know,
but like I think her project is getting prepared, getting ready for years. This is something she's been building with his father, you know, like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think something exists. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe until these last 4 episodes, where when we find out about the project, maybe it could be dangerous.
Yeah.
Maybe we are supposed to like end it. Mm-hmm. Maybe that could be the story that is also gonna happen in these last 4 episodes. Because it's not like nothing exists.
I thought like
what we're gonna just leave it alone, somebody else to continue her plan.
No, I thought like maybe like the plan is gonna be the similar thing that we had, again, to mention Black Mirror, that one episode, I think it was maybe 2-1 or something. Yes, I think it was 2-1. It was season 2. Where like when someone dies, they kind of, let's say, download all their memories and like put them in that robot or whatever, like something like that, you know, but like those people aren't really alive, you know, but like it could be something, let's say, more along those lines that ends up occurring, because like that is not, let's say, far-fetched.
No, that is true. Just like I can't imagine how she would bring everybody like that.
No, like that's not gonna work. Like that's not gonna work. But like maybe that's what,
because like she would not be able to bring back her lover like that. She would not be able to bring Angela's mom like that, because like she had nothing to do with Angela's mom, nor that she took out her like thoughts and personality or whatever. You know.
I don't.
That's a part that never really worked with that. The fact that like she started making it after her lover already died to bring him back.
I don't know. I really don't know like the gist of it. Yeah, I really don't know the gist of it. I just don't know. I just know it's not real. You can't really bring dead people back to life.
Yeah.
Like you can just like make like, let's say, some semblance of them if you want to. Like maybe in like what is it called? Like the VR glasses. Like basically you put them on and you suddenly see the dead people, but those are not really them. You know, like you can only live in some type of fantasy. Like something like that could be a thing, but I don't know the gist of it. I just know it's not a thing. It's not a thing that can happen, and like it's just a thing that we need to accept, that we can't change our past, and we can't like bring the people that are dead back to life, and we can only like move on and honor their memory, and that's like the most that we can do. But like it's gonna be something, because like Elliot has that drive, so like he's gonna he's gonna see it. He's gonna know what White Rose was talking about, and we just have to see how all that goes. But
let's continue.
Maybe Elliot.
Sure.
The third part.
Oh, that I think we should first. Okay.
No, sure. What?
Because like we started the story about White Rose, I think we should finish with Philip and with
what they did. Fucking Philip.
I think we should, because it's the plot wise, you know. So I think we should talk about, let's say, Philip and how good he was, and how this is exactly what we imagined for his ending to look like, you know.
Truly, Philip has been such a surprise for me, like becoming quite literally one of my favorites. Again, I think he's, as the others, he's awful. like that still stands. But like he was so fucking good. Like all of his scenes throughout the show with White Rose, with Minister Zhang at that point, were like one of my highlights. I loved their interactions so much. Like every time they have a scene together, like I like look at it so concentrated, because like I think it's so brilliant the way that they speak to each other.
I mean, especially because before that, White Rose seemed untouchable, let's say, you know? And she was even in conversation with him, but he is the only one who talked back to her and who put her down from time to time. And even though he was, and just because he was an underdog in that situation, I think that's why I started liking him, because he was the only one who talked that way to her. And I enjoyed that so much. And I immediately started rooting for him with that relationship.
Yeah.
Truly, those scenes we had with them were, in my opinion, so fun to watch. Concerning White Rose, the ones I had the most fun with watching, you know?
Yeah.
I truly started liking Philip, mostly because of that and his relationship with White Rose. But like, I do think he's a very interesting character. You know?
Such a fascinating one. And like I really like this, like, let's say, full circle of his character and like who he became because of Angela in a lot of ways, and like that now he did this basically in revenge to White Rose for Angela. Yeah. And like
Angela died because she couldn't give up on that revenge.
Yeah. And so like he gave this USB to Elliot and told him to destroy it because Angela wanted to destroy it. Like to finish this off for her, because like she cannot do it anymore because she is dead. You know? And like he went into that meeting prepared to die. Like he knew that was it. He knew that he was gonna die, and it was just him and White Rose.
But like the entire time I was just hoping that when he dies, he's gonna die after he already finds out that White Rose lost. That was my only goal. Like I honestly thought from the beginning he's not surviving this meeting, you know, even though he at the end died the way he did, you know, like it wasn't technically in that moment planned, just like White Rose lost her mind, couldn't take it anymore, you know. But like I am happy that he won. Yeah. And actually no, just like he said, like they both lost. Like he said like that, like he would be more happy if White Rose lost than if he won. Yeah. And that's that is what actually happened, because like I mean he lost his life, he lost his daughter, he can't win anymore, you know.
And like every single thing that Philip was saying to White Rose from the get-go while drinking this alcohol, just like not giving one single fuck. Like White Rose is basically telling him, like, you know, you're gonna die. We can make it easier on you. You know our methods. He's just like, I don't give a fuck.
He's like, you and me have never gotten drunk together.
Yeah, like, I don't care. Literally, he is accepting of his death. Like, I truly believe when they started torturing him, he would not speak. He would not care to speak. And like, he said like all this because of one pipsqueak in a hoodie. Fucking beautiful, fucking poetry.
But I think that his last line to White Rose
that is like
the highlight.
No, I like the whole thing when they exited the building, like when all this was happening, when like Elliot called him and said that you have nothing to worry about, you have nothing to fear, something, and Elliot was like, I don't have, you do, or something like that. And then when, you know, he doxed all of them basically. Like, all of that was fucking poetic, and then they had to leave the building, and, like, White Rose, for the entirety, had no idea what was happening. Wasn't sure, like, knew that Elliot was doing something, but, like, again, her downfall is that she never wanted to kill Elliot because, like, he was connected to that project in Congo, and, like, without him, that would never happen. So, like, even though the smart thing was to kill Elliot, she never did it because of her like emotional connection to that project. And so like when they were exiting the building, and Price was like really like when he stopped and said like, oh, the night is it's a very nice night, whatever it is. Like that immediately I was like, oh, you're dying on these steps. Like I didn't know how, nor did I know why, because like it didn't seem in that point that anyone was gonna shoot him, especially not out in public. Philip was telling her that her downfall is gonna be that she killed Angela, and that the people who loved Angela are gonna take revenge on her part and like destroy her. I like that made me incredibly emotional.
Yeah, that was so fucking good.
Just and because like I still didn't feel like when Angela died, I still didn't get closure after Angela has been killed, and like you know that we loved her and like wanted more for her, and so like now when Philip told her all that, and that Angela's gonna be the one who brings her down.
And immediately then you have clips going back to Darlene, and then going back to Elliot, who are doing all of that.
And that
love that part, really.
Like,
that's
also,
one of my
like,
favorite parts of the
can
episode.
someone tell me what the fuck the music was?
Yeah.
Like, is that like the original soundtrack? That doesn't sound like a song.
It was so good.
I don't know what that was. Like it felt so cathartic.
Yeah,
in those moments.
Honestly, I think I was
the whole scene
time.
I had chills.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
So like,
I mean, the whole episode, because basically lasted for like that music lasted for so many for so
moments.
long.
Yeah, like
for so many moments. Whenever something huge happened.
Yeah,
like
when Elliot turned on the TV and like Darlene put out a message saying who basically runs the whole world
and where they are
and
yeah,
like
exactly.
hear all their information, and like they got them.
Yeah,
like of course that didn't ruin them, but still they got them. They did something.
And afterwards,
like I had all the chills, and like I was crying throughout that because like I was so proud. Like this whole episode I'm just like crying from happiness.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm so proud, and like I can't believe that we are actually like doing it. And like continuously going back and forth between like Darlene and Elliot doing everything.
I honestly just wanted to say that because I just wanted to praise my girl, because many times through this show I can't say mocked her for her abilities, but like we did sometimes, you know.
Never for like.
But like exactly, that's what I wanted to say.
Just
like her deceptions, like when she was trying to, I don't know, you know what I mean.
Everything beyond hacking.
Her criminal abilities beyond hacking,
has been a downfall.
Funny, let's say funny.
Really
she
funny.
Managed to do sometimes,
really
but like
funny.
it was funny, you know.
Yeah.
But here she actually
was great.
Showed us how good she is in. She managed to hack in a matter of hour 100 people and get their phones with Elliot's help.
She found a way to get them all out.
Yeah.
And like get all their phone numbers and do everything. Like they were so good, and so like the continuous back and forth between the two of them doing everything in their power.
Yeah.
And that conversation between White Rose and Philip, where you know that White Rose is going down, was fucking spectacular. And Philip, again, that whole speech when they exited the building, first like starting with Angela and being like, you lost, or like his last lines, it's not that you lost, you just ran out of time. And like those were your last words. What last words to have? Like, you know, it was kind of obvious that like he pushed White Rose over the edge. Like it's very scary to see her lose control, because like she never does lose control.
But she lost control in this episode so much.
Like he literally
she lost her mind.
Brought her to the point where she, out in the fucking open in New York, in like an important building with cameras and everything, is like shooting him out in the open. I'm like thinking,
exactly,
how the fuck do you think we're gonna get away with this?
How the fuck?
No.
But like I knew in that moment, I was so happy that she did it like that she wasn't able to control herself, that she herself took out the gun in the middle of the street and shot him, because like that's gonna bring her down.
Yeah, I mean there are police now in front of her doors.
Yeah, honestly,
like
so happy.
What a way to go for Philip. Yeah. Like literally, I'm so
sad
honestly, that I'm not editing this, so I can like just like not rewatch. I mean, I can just rewatch in my free time the scenes of Philip.
So I think Philip sat into his house before this meeting, and
like
talk the last sentence that he's gonna tell
he was
her.
Like, I have been waiting for this moment
my
like
entire
he was
life.
Like, I told you I'm a mercenary. My God, Philip rose so much.
Yeah,
what a
great.
character! What a fucking, I cannot believe it. And what a way to go.
Yeah.
Like them talking about how it's the end of the top 1% of 1%. They can't play God anymore, and Philip is the one that's dead. And like, of course, he represents one of those people. I thought it was so fucking poetic and beautiful. It was like, it really, I was emotional the entire time. Like it felt like I couldn't believe that we are doing it, that we have managed to do something. And like, while everyone, all the rest of the Deus group are like, you know, in their cars, and everyone's like taking a picture of them. So like, that's the end of their anonymity. And it was a shockingly incredible episode. Like a shock. Like I still cannot believe that this is just like episode 9.
Yeah.
And like, I don't believe it.
The episode 10 is not the last one, you know?
No, like I can't, like we just saw the first 5 seconds of the, like, previously on of episode 10, and it's like Dom. And so like, I'm gonna assume that maybe it's next day already and Dom is in a hospital or something, like, and she's probably telling the people, telling
could
the FBI what was happening.
Next week, literally, she could. In my mind, what she's gonna do now is, I think, gonna
expose everything,
ruin every single part of Dea's group, every single part of Dark Army. I think that's her goal right now, and it's gonna be from now on.
I mean, we're gonna see when we finish this review, but. The other part
now we can
of it
talk.
Was Elliot. And like, first Elliot,
I mean, that was a small, I think that's just the beginning of the episode, but like, it was very important.
Of course, but like, you know, the beginning was Mr. We were first with Mr. Robot for a lot of this, and then like we went, and then like you immediately know that we're gonna go to Elliot when they mentioned Angela, because like, it's not like Mr. Robot has that like connection with Angela, it's Elliot. So like, I thought that we were gonna go back to Elliot when he listens to this. I thought that was really, really beautifully done. But that beginning portion of us entering that room with all of Elliot's, let's say, alters in a way.
What about his mom?
I mean, I think in a way like that she is. Like, again, like what I was reading throughout it, like there's so many of them, and not like everyone comes out or something. It's just like a part of you. And so like, I just think, you know, his younger self, his mom, his protector, which is like Mr. Robot. And then like, there's 4 seats. And like, I think again, like, this is now the third one that apparently has been asleep since something. Since something. This is like now new information. There's some, like, again, I don't know if that's like, it's what we talked about before. If that like, that one is his, like, let's say central self that has been asleep for whatever reason, and like, instead of him we had Elliot, our Elliot, like the Elliot that we know. And so like, the one that we know could be an alter, and the real Elliot, I mean, what is real? And like, the maybe central Elliot or whatever that is that one that is like asleep. And like his mother said, like, he hasn't woken up since something.
And also the thing that indicated to me that it could be Elliot is when when Mr. Robot said, like, I want to tell him what he has done. I want to show him what he has done, or what we have done, or something like that.
Yeah.
And to me, that indicates if he has been asleep. And he doesn't know what they have done, so like, then he probably hasn't gone out except from that one time with Arlene. That he hasn't gone out since the beginning of the show. Since even before that, since Mr. Robot was created, since he started this whole plan, maybe his altered self started this whole plan. But like, I don't know, it's all weird, because like, at the same time we thought that Mr. Robot showed up at that point, but like, maybe Mr. Robot showed up before, you know.
Well, I think they did say Mr. Robot has been, Mr. Robot has been with him for a while.
Actually, that would make sense, because like, if this Elliot that we know, let's say, woke up, started existing, let's say he was the one who took charge, let's say, of Elliot. I'm not sure. when this whole plan started with this whole plan started creating, that it would make no sense that he like doesn't know who Mr. Robot is. Maybe he doesn't know what the who Darlene is.
I'm going back to 104. Like Angela told him, "You're not Elliot," and again she's speaking to our Elliot. Like she wasn't speaking to Mr. Robot. And everything that we thought in episode 104, we connected it to Mr. Robot. But like she told him, you were only born a month ago. And if Mr. Robot has existed, and we know that he has for all this time, then like Elliot, our Elliot, is the one that was born a month ago. Like basically with the start of the show.
Maybe.
Then he was born, and that's we have been following.
I mean, that would explain why he didn't remember his sister, why he didn't remember Mr. Robot, why he...
Yeah, but like then does that mean that they said you haven't been awake or whatever, that like that, the one, I don't know, let's call him Central One, because like I think he's the Central One and everyone else is the alters. I don't know if the Central One is the correct term, but let's say it is. If like that is the central Elliot and our Elliot is like an alter, does that mean like that the Central One went to like, let's say, sleep just before our Elliot came? So like just before we started the show, just like before we started following them, whatever.
I think just before we started the show, maybe the Central One had this plan in mind, but like this one,
well, like couldn't executed
the whole thing. But that would explain some stuff. I mean, we subscribe that to trauma.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't remember Darlene, or that's...
But like I always thought, like if there is some like, let's say, center Elliot or something, like when we were talking about this in, what was it, 806, which is why that was our longest fucking review, because we were talking about that like 406, sorry, yeah, because we were talking about that like third Elliot potentially like being, let's say, the main Elliot. I think we were talking about it being like his younger self, because like if he hasn't, like in my mind, if like that is the Central One, let's say, and he has gone to sleep, whatever, I think it should be something that happens.
Yeah.
Like very, you know, I want to say rough, but like I don't believe that like he was just like, oh, I want to do this plan now. Let me...
I mean, so no, something had to happen.
Right? So
maybe
like,
just
that's what I thought like it was like not now, but like if Elliot is the one that like, our Elliot is the one that like, let's say, took charge, then that had to have happened, let's say 3 years ago. I don't know what the span of the show has been, but like, let's say maybe 3 years or something like that.
I think it's less than that.
Maybe, I don't know, 2, whatever. But like, then in my mind, like that's when he should have, let's say, gone to sleep at some point. I mean, gone to sleep. What does that mean? Like what does that mean in terms of like, we were talking about this when we paused. What does that mean in terms of like what he knows? Like if that
or
one is like the Central Elliot, yeah.
In my mind.
Like does he not know? But like he was aware when like he woke up when Darlene was speaking to him about seeing Vera. And like I can't really believe that like if his central self, let's say, woke up at that point and like Darlene starts speaking to him about some Vera, he would not know who Vera is if he wasn't, let's say, maybe just an observer. Maybe it's like us. Maybe we're like the true Elliot. You know what I mean? Like maybe we are the true Elliot and we are just like looking at everything but like not having any control. You know, because like if he was aware in that conversation with Darlene, if that was like his true self, Darlene would have to notice something very wrong if he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, who is Vera? Where are we? What is happening? If he was like asleep for the entirety of this show that we had and like doesn't remember anything, I feel like Darlene would see that.
No, honestly, just like in my mind, that could be the thing. Maybe this Elliot talked to the other Elliot this entire time, like when we talked, he talked to us, let's say, or something like that. But at the same time, they haven't shown us the conversation between Elliot and Darlene. So like, I don't know how long it took. I haven't been there. Maybe it was for 2 seconds and she turned around, like, you know what I mean?
Did
like,
Darlene ever say, like, when she told him that, like, well, I told you about Vera or whatever, did she say something like, you said you'll handle it or something? Did she say something that he answered?
Okay, I don't remember.
In my mind, there was like something that he said, I'll deal with it or something.
I don't remember. To me, in
I
that
don't know,
mind
someone
was
remind me.
yeah. To me, in that mind, that was a shocking moment. So I could have forgotten something that she said just because, like, to me, I immediately realized, oh my God, was that Mr. Robot? Why would we hide that? So like, I don't know what exactly she said there.
And that all happened, like, Darlene would tell him about Vera before Angela died, right? That was the end of season 3, episode 10.
Yeah.
Right?
But Angela died in that episode, basically, considering that, like, in that moment, Angela died. Actually, that day.
Sure, but, like, Ellie didn't know about that.
No.
So, like...
Unless she told Angela.
Because, like, it's such... I was, like, thinking when we knew that Ellie didn't remember Vera, I was like, why would someone make him not remember that? Like, at first I was thinking along those lines.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't necessarily mean that he came out for them not to remember Vera. It's just like maybe, we were kind of at a good point at the end of season 3. He first wanted to kill himself and then, like, decided not to. And, like, he decided to fight against them. And so, like, maybe he was at a good point and, like, that his, like, true self, let's say, awoken, and then, like, he found out everything about Angela as well, and then, like, that, like, let's say, true self was not coming out again. I don't know.
I really don't know.
I don't. That's so confusing to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't
I
even
don't
think of it.
know.
But like, to me, I'm just like wondering if it's if the Elliot we know it's not like the real Elliot. You know what I mean? Like, not, it's just like one of his alters. Like, what is real Elliot's personality? Is he very similar to this Elliot that we know? Considering that, like, neither Darlene or Angela notice a difference. You know what I mean? I mean, they did. Like, let's say when he didn't recognize Darlene was shocked, but like she wasn't like, oh, who the fuck are you? The same way that she's like when Mr. Robert shows up, she's like, who the fuck are you? Like, bring him back or something like that.
Yeah.
Or did we miss something?
I'm not trying.
But like, I do believe that, like,
I'm trying to remember if anyone ever, like, if Angela or Darlene... I mean, Darlene always tells him what was wrong with you or something. But, like, that always was, like, for Mr. Robot, so I don't... I'm trying to figure out, like, if Angela told him something that he is acting strange or that, like...
I mean, I honestly don't remember that. Like,
I
remember those parts that, like, she immediately recognized that, like, it's Mr. Robot and it's not Elliot or something like that. Yeah. But, like, to her, it seemed like... I mean, to us, that's why I never thought of it, him not being the real, let's say, Elliot, Yeah. Because, like, to me, everybody seemed like it is. Like, he is the real Elliot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and, like, I really can't remember. I really can't remember if Angela ever said, like, this is...
not in my knowledge of, like, only in that, because, like, you only remember.
I also wouldn't remember because, like, even if she said it, I'll be like, oh, because Mr. Robot and everything is happening to him, and, like, we're doing this hack or whatever, and he's in.
No, only in that dream, but dream sequence. But like, sequence. Other than that, no, I don't think she did.
You're not Elliot. You're the what? You're the alter. You're the. That's how she ended it, right? You're not Elliot. You're the. ...
So all of those are...
Everything indicates that, like, we have not seen, let's say, whatever the real Elliot is. Like, that is the only thing I can go with right now. And I still don't understand it fully, but, like, that's the only thing that, like, things are pointing to in my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
Look, we have the next one.
Okay, guys.
To watch. That's it.
Thank you so much for watching.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.